This is the audio companion to the incubator enrollment page for Sensible Woo. Digital Feng Shui, Master Your Online World. The incubator for 2023. Before you buy another time management Notion template, picture this. A warm hug of stillness greets you as you wake up refreshed with a type of confidence that only comes from deep clarity about where you and your day is headed. You don't glance at the clock as you start your self-care rituals, as you sink into the knowing that you have all the time and energy to do the slow and bougie version of your morning, while your team and clients are fully supported with new payment notifications rolling in. From pouring the freshly brewed cup of artisan coffee to pulling an oracle card, not desperate for answers, but just curious for ideas because you know your system has your back. The best part, outside of the first sip, no one is hounding you for information or a meeting, which gives you ample time to settle into your day with serenity by your side. You actually get excited to open GoogleCal knowing it's been hectic life-proofed to one that is molded to your ideal non-linear productivity and flow. You aren't exhausted by unexpected meetings during your day, and you feel good about closing your productive working session because you know that your systems are fully supporting you, your clients, your marketing, and your money goals, allowing money to flow more predictably into your business bank account. If this is the ideal vision you etched in your 2023 notes for the third year in a row, then you are in the right place. This is a vision that every oddball, yet optimistic, semi-seasoned entrepreneur incubator alum has, and the one that I hold for you as you step into the incubator. Even if you feel like a hot mess today, you can feel it in your bones that this is actually possible. You haven't given up on your vision. You actually feel even more committed. You know that you're ready to change old ingrained patterns that once served a purpose, but now it's time for the release. Rather than taking actions that seem to gain you an inch, you're ready to take actions each day that will gain you a mile. It is doable, achievable, and doesn't have to disrupt your life in order to manifest as a reality. Incubator alums have said, I grew my business by 50% from 5 figures to 6 figures. And now I've got 2 whole days a week to do my own creative work. I'm now going to read you the transcript from the welcome video. Hi there. Welcome to the 2023 cycle of the Sensible Woo Incubator. My name is Mary Williams, and I'm the founder and CEO of Sensible Woo. I'm your systems and process coach, your business witch coven leader. And if you're here on this page, chances are you're looking for the right mix of growth and support this year. On this page, you'll find the information you need to get a feel for the incubator's vibe and to make your own decision if this is the year you do what most entrepreneurs either don't do or wait too long to get started doing, and that is to create a really strong base of operations in your business. One of the things I've learned over the years as a business owner and coach is that there is a magic that happens when you're in a group setting. You gain the energy of your chosen collective, and because a rising tide lifts all ships, you also give and benefit from each other's momentum. This incubator space is super special because it's built for a specific segment of business growth. You're not a baby entrepreneur anymore, but you're not steady enough to hang with the 7-figure crowd. Maybe that's not even your goal. But you know that your feelings about being productive, organized, and being able to handle the rapid shifts in your market, they count. And they're not really supported in the traditional business programs or masterminds out there. Because this journey involves such a personal angle, you'll get the benefit this year of having dedicated one-on-one time with me each month as well. If you've been hanging out with me for a while, you'll notice that the Sensible Woo Coven is no longer separate. It's now rolled entirely into the incubator. So we'll be getting our witchy woo rituals on just as much as the practical systems and setups. Part of your experience will involve learning about your human design chart. And while this is not a human design program, you'll notice how incorporating some key aspects will help you feel better about your decisions. And that starts right now with the incubator doors opening up for you. Did you know that most of us have an aspect in our human design charts that requires a longer time to make decisions? Yeah, that's right. And because of this, as well as some deeply rooted business ethics that I believe in, I hold the enrollment period open for this program much longer than most programs you see from other providers. I do this because you need time to think through your decision, feel all the feels, and then feel good about starting rather than the fear of missing out, followed by regret from your investment. My goal is that if this incubator space is right for you, that you'll see yourself reflected in the description of the program. And if you have questions, you can always send me a message so we can sort out any additional questions or thoughts that you have. Your business should feel really good, not like you have to smush yourself into someone else's formulas. I've seen incubator alumni do incredible things like launch new programs, raise their rates, and hit really big new revenue milestones. I'm excited to see you inside this year, and I can't wait to spoil you with the monthly gift boxes. Remember to be sensible, be woo, and be you. I'll see you inside the incubator. Confidently open the floodgates to more clients and cash flow with peace of mind, knowing Made for Woo Systems, also known as your business's virtual home, got your now constantly regulated back. Mic drop moment. You are your best system. Mic drop moment number 2. It's time to ditch the dream that someone has a better solution for you than you. Pre-built does not equal predictable sales or a sustainable, streamlined workflow for years to come. Otherwise, that program you spent all the money on would have, in quotes, fixed you. You don't need fixing. You just need to crack your code and get your virtual house in order. Beth Saliers from Custom Learning Atelier said, "It's going to be nourishing and gut punching, all in the best ways. It keeps you on track and honest." She joined for wanting a community of fellow women entrepreneurs trying to figure it out using multiple ways of knowing and being and anti-bro tactics. Her incubator aha moment, she said, easy. I'm actually making progress. It's okay to feel into an answer, trust myself, and keep going. When I remember this and ease into it, voila, I'm unstuck and unalone. Her favorite topics in the incubator are the workflow party, content rhythms, human design, and the monthly one-on-one business readings. Imagine your new work or play day in the morning. No 4 a.m. wake up club or jumping out of bed straight into work where things happen to you instead of being in control around your capacity for the day. Hint. You actually are more productive by giving your intuition space to breathe. So you can really feel into your day, free from the 93 Google Calendar and Slack notifications that turn your phone into what feels like a hot doctor from the 90s hospital show pager. You track your somatics, your focus, and your money and metrics to build a bridge and connect your feelings with your actions. At midday, being able to relax into your chair without having to start your workday putting out another virtual fire or software issue. When snags happen, you breeze through them with ease because you have all the pieces in place, taking work off your plate that can be automated or handed off to someone who loves this kind of work, while helping you better communicate between your support people and clients the way technology was built to do for you. With strong time blocks and boundaries on your energy, you've freed yourself from the extra 3 meetings each day on your calendar that you used to cram in out of desperation. And now you have time to move your body and engage in your rituals that help you solve your problems faster. By afternoon, move over the routine afternoon breakdown in tears from feeling overwhelmed by all the things you have to do in your business to feeling confident about your timing and your plans for the next day and for the coming week. With the white space you've been dying for to develop those higher priced programs and deep convos with your ideal clients, you're able to close the laptop without reopening it 2 seconds later for that one task you forgot to do, repeated half a dozen times. You know what it's like to have choices and decide if today requires an early break with more self-care or if you're on a roll and you're going to ride the wave of creativity. By evening, this is your time when you complete your witchy rituals for the day, satisfy your love of lifelong learning, or simply veg out with the latest Netflix top 10 to keep up with pop culture trends. You indulge in your favorite skincare routine before tucking into bed with a juicy book or your favorite guided meditation, which you're enjoying on a new 45-day record streak. The difference between this being your everyday versus today is when it comes to building a real business that generates sustainable revenue. The number one barrier is most often found in lack of implementation, and sometimes accompanied by staying too long up in your head so you don't take action sooner. Welcome to the safe place in your business journey where you actively learn to apply systems thinking on all your projects and get the gentle pushes you need to make your visions a reality. Let 2023 be the year your business backend feels like magic with the 100% raving result program. Paya Robbins from paypaytheva.com said, if you are serious about unsticking yourself in business and recalling your power to grow, this is the place for you. It might get hard, but the community uplifts and helps you move forward. What she joined for? I joined to be around fantastic business owners on a journey to improve their systems and show up for their clients. I wanted to build and grow my business in a way that feels authentic to me and not me conforming to the way everyone else has done it. Her incubator aha moment was inventory. She says, every time I run my inventory, I find new ways to streamline my business and bank account and increase my productivity. It also proves that my business is doing well and that I am meeting my financial goals. I have started running it quarterly instead of annually to stay on top of my metrics. Her favorite topics are inventory, data management, and the workflow party. Digital feng shui. Hugo with me. Pillar 1, your business bedrock. This is not your out of touch guru's foundation session. Instead of giving you a pre-dawn sketch of the perfect house, we need to know if your current foundation is even solid enough to build a home onto, as in, are your current systems and calendars sitting on wet sand or concrete? Take a moment, close your eyes, and visualize right now, what is the foundation of your current house situation? What condition is it in? Does it need repairs? Can you call it a foundation? If your answer is something like my Incubase alum, it sounded like having a foundation, even if it's torn the hell up with cracks and need for repairs, or like building a rickety house, but with the prettiest wallpaper inside. We start by assessing your house regularly to determine what you're renovating this month, and then have a clearer picture of what goes with that, starting with, if you're still pouring foundation, or if you need to fix your foundation, then you're doing things like email and calendar system setup, maybe even setting up Google Workspace instead of using free accounts. Or if your Google Calendar looks like a hot mess express, we'll dive into both weekly time rhythms as well as project forecasting to help make your current system setup, or lack thereof, one that saves you multiple hours, possibly days, so you can increase your client capacity. Core problems we address in this pillar are calendar management, energy management, and entrepreneurial focus. Alums have left this pillar with new weekly time blocks, additional days off, new software setup. Pillar 2, money-making vital parts. Every great structure that helps us feel safe and secure has an infrastructure installed with tender, loving care and in great working order. In a house, this is like the plumbing and electrical, but you can think of it like your business's vital parts. The vital parts that make you money in your business, because without the infrastructure, you just have walls and a roof, but no working kitchen or bathrooms. How does your infrastructure feel in your business right now? Has it received your full, tender, loving care? What needs to be installed or upgraded? If your answer is, I don't know, don't worry. It is for most of our incubates at first, too. In this pillar, we will run an SOS, Somatic O software assessment, to look at your client's money and leads pipeline to find where are the cash flow clogs and how to get out of them. Move you from having to guesstimate how long tasks will actually take to get done, making the idea of time management feel like a sweet but distant dream. And stop having leads fall through the cracks from freebie to nothing. Don't worry, we'll make this as painless as possible, like we did with Paya, who immediately saved thousands of dollars on software and services that weren't helping her grow, and later was able to drop her work on a moment's notice to attend a family emergency with total peace of mind because she knew exactly what she was working with, pouring a strong foundation. Core problems we address in this pillar: inventory, data security, file management for regular humans. Alums have left this pillar with hundreds of saved dollars, simplified tech stacks, countless 30 extra minutes saved with files be found. Pillar 3, sexy systems staging and furnishing. Now it's time. Most of us like to jump straight into HGTV home staging time, but it only works when you've addressed the first two pillars, as in you can't improve feng shui in a space that hasn't been fully designed and built. Once you have structure, this part gets super fun, super fast, 2 times faster than growing out a bad haircut. Are you skipping steps to get to the sexy stuff? Have you fully designed the flow of your space? And have you tested your infrastructure so that you don't have expensive repairs waiting for you as soon as you paint the walls? If you've avoided eye contact with me right now, you're not alone. This is the most tempting stage to work in for everyone. And with the guided timing of the program, you'll follow the footsteps of successful alumni before you with things like stacking your systems to help you create a consistent marketing rhythm that you can reasonably sustain. Leveraging your foundation for market research that is so smart, your competitors wonder how you're gaining momentum. Core problems we address in this pillar include standard operating procedures, incorporating automation as a tool, and preparing to delegate work off your plate. Alums have left this pillar with crystal clear funnels, standardized onboarding procedures, and fully integrated software. Pillar 4, open door delight. Inviting your customers and audience into your digital space should be a celebration of all the care and effort that you've intentionally put into their experience. We want this to be a moment of celebration for you and them, while helping your guests, your customers, feel that luxurious or cozy vibe that you've been building so intentionally. You can think of this like, what kind of party are you hosting? Is it a fancy high tea in the parlor, or a modern garden party complete with jazz band on the terrace? Keep in mind that the best parties keep the vibe alive with carefully planned refreshments and accommodations. Just like at a literal party, you feel the value when you attend a really great one. If your answer is like some of the Incubase alum, they also had to build up to this exciting milestone, like activating the full benefit of your incubator templates to make sure your money and metrics are delivering results for both your customers as well as you. Creating strategic plans built on consistency in your offer delivery so you can plan to grow your next launch. Becoming the hostess with the mostest by having a strong disaster plan, which means your customers experience smoother offer delivery. Core problems we address in this pillar are stress-free disaster planning and metrics for strategic growth. Alums have left this pillar with reduced corrections for clients, clearer and faster delegation, reduced stress levels after addressing preventable emergencies. Stephanie Roble from stephanieroble.com said, "The incubator is a great community and support to do the system stuff that normally isn't a lot of fun. What she joined for, to get a grip on my business systems." And her incubator aha moment was, "I do not like doing inventories, but they are fantastic during these anxious moments when the best course of action is to figure out how much money one needs to sustain the business. The inventory really helps me to maintain control of expenses and make decisions about where to reinvest in the business." Her favorite topics: inventory, workflow party, and the monthly one-on-one business readings. How can you transition from frazzled to flow? Knowing exactly the flow of your customer experience through your service pipeline until you understand the ecosystem of your business backend, you'll never be 100% sure that your clients are getting their best experience with you. Confidently understanding the difference between marketing and business systems. When you're clear on what is a tool versus what is a strategy, you can fix your issues and make bigger impacts, saving your business from endless bright, shiny objects that cost money and that you never use. How many subscriptions go unused or underutilized? When you really see how the puzzle pieces fit together, you'll spend less overhead on software tools. Being able to confidently and clearly communicate to your support staff what you are asking them to do for you. No more back and forth miscommunications. How nice would it be to have your website done in half the time and under budget? Imagine having a super clear plan for your virtual assistant to maximize their time and talents. Showing up in your fullest expression, having the freedom to be creative, and knowing that your business foundation is supporting you the entire time. You know which tools to use, which ones require support, and which ones you can fly with at a moment's notice. Here are some of the cool things incubator alums have been able to do. You can see pictures from our incubator alumni on the enrollment page with images of the monthly gift box materials, their rituals, and some of their workflow processes and manifestation rituals. I went from 3 clients to 9 by streamlining my systems and making space to accept the new work. Without looking at my workflow, I would never have noticed that my current systems could not handle new clients. I made space in my business for me, and those things I found important in my life, going from 0 days off a week to 3. I used to say yes to everything and work hard to fit everyone else's schedules and priorities. Now I've got 2 whole days a week to do my own creative work. I used to wait to be asked. Now I ask for what I want. I used to sign up for all the things, whether it cost or not. Now I have a budget and a list of questions to help me filter my yes, no, not right now responses. Cheryl Woodruff said, "Give yourself the gift of the Sensible Woo Incubator. It's your passport to the next level." What she joined for? I enrolled in Incubator to gain a solid understanding of business systems and to be mentored by an expert. The added bonus was being a part of a savvy and supportive community of like-minded individuals where I could learn how to profit from my mistakes. Her Incubator aha moment: I learned that systems provide structure and efficiency to your business's operations and increase overall productivity and profitability. Systems are the invisible glue that holds your business together. Without dependable, replicable systems, you have a roller coaster, not a business. Her favorite topics are productivity and data management. Values. Ethics are a requirement. Just like how Cheryl mentioned how she was able to profit from her mistakes, this incubator set the stage for encouragement, support, and a nudging environment. Together, we ask the tough questions and discuss more fragile, personal, but needed to be shared issues, like the ones I see so often in the online space. Ones that have made me adamant about creating a corner of the coaching universe that consciously aims to eliminate predatory sales and coaching practices. Even before we work together, I will hold the space for you to return to your executive state, and I will never sell anything to you when you are clearly in fight or flight. As a survivor of narcissistic and financial abuse, my goal is that Sensible Woo is a safe haven where people make investments with regulated nervous systems. You deserve the patience and respect it takes to make an investment decision in your business, which is the main driver on why I utilize extra long sales windows and share the importance of checking in with your gut and human design authority type. Listen, everyone is on a personal journey, and entrepreneurship will ask you to confront all the dark and dusty spaces of your personal self-development. This is why I make your mental health a primary focus in our time together, making this community of students and past alum a safe space that fully honors all walks of life and people, while empowering you to break free from codependency in coaching, so that whether you're with the incubator or not, you are fully empowered to feel fully confident in your daily decisions and to keep your focus instead of falling back into patterns of spinning your wheels. By creating and feeling a rhythm to discover your own personal patterns through systems-based business growth, you're fully embodying your role as the leader forever in your business. Welcome to all my business witches. I help offbeat, semi-seasoned entrepreneurs who identify as heart-centered and a little bit of a witch, while feeding their lifelong learning gene by hopping from Notion templates and tarot spreads to new productivity books looking for the one. The solution designed for your squiggly brain experience to keep you a little more sane while dealing with 3D problems, like trying to guesstimate how long tasks will actually take to get done while ping-ponging from GoogleCal to paper agenda, making the idea of time management feel like a sweet but distant dream. Putting on the metaphorical big girl CEO pants and actually feeling like you are one while you navigate the sticky parts of business in between social media procrastination scrolls. From difficult conversations or big decisions to accepting, grieving, and finally unsubscribing from a past mentor's plan for you that didn't match up with the way you want to enjoy your business and life. Going beyond completing to-dos or having your calendar system streamlined, you need support tuning in and trusting the subtle but silently screaming gut instinct or intuition inside. You've had nudges before on what to do, but don't act on them because of doubt running in the background. That works with your life both behind the laptop, where you help other people create more spaciousness in their own lives and businesses, and for you while you're offline at your self-care rituals. The one that wholeheartedly fits all of their genius with all of their ideas and big heart with a slight sailor's mouth into a place they can stick with long term. Join the incubator. Enroll now. You can save your spot for $1,000 today, then choose your payment preference. You can choose a monthly payment plan, a total of $10,000, It's a $1,000 deposit today and then 12 monthly payments of $750. They're billed on the first of each month, starting on April 1st and due by the 15th of the month. Or you can choose the pay in full plan, a $10,000 total payment, a $1,000 deposit today, and then the $9,000 balance billed on April 1st, due by April 30th. This is what you get inside the incubator. A year of made for you action steps and plans with a genuine accountability, with even one-on-one sessions. That gives you the personal attention you crave with the camaraderie of your peers who deeply understand your experience alongside you. It's that you are not alone or feel alone in a 1,000 plus member Facebook group kind of vibe. Intentional container dates of April 2023 through March 2024 so that you have support beyond the new year hump of, oh my gosh, new year, got to change up everything anxiety, leaving you feeling supported through seasons spike your overactive mind and allow you to feel peace of mind and be productive at the same time. A cohort of 12 people max. This is purposely kept intimate so that you are heard, seen, and coached to the depth you desire without feeling like just another number in a mass group program. 2 live hot seat sessions per month to get your questions answered, scratch all your open loop thoughts you need soundboarding and brainstorming for, and so that you build the skill of swatting away distractions while you take faster, confident action with the satisfying effects of doing the work that helps you make more money each month. 1 fuck off procrastination party per month to use the power and science of body doubling to feel more focused while feeling like to-dos are fun again, and re-regulate your nervous systems by having dedicated doing action time with space and structured containers to hold the space for you each and every month. A 1-by-1 business soul-altering session per month. Each month, you get a dedicated personal and private space in a one-on-one hourly session away from the group. Just you and me. This is where we get to go full woo-woo on your business. You get to spend time in your own Akashic records while we solve problems for your business through an individual reading, which produces a deep and healing coaching space. It's all the stuff you aren't going to get with a done-for-you service or another online course or basic membership. Access to the entire library of materials I've created in the last 3 years, including Feng Shui, Your Bits and Bytes, the entire digital Feng Shui framework, which includes the workflow party. From overwhelm to Om, the productivity powerhouse, from email to home office setup. In 2023, we're going to add in a Notion education space and templates for the tech curious, along with a guided cruise for the year through the hottest growing systems and software for community engagement and productivity. The online library includes scheduling software setup, Canva for design and content creation, Post-it calendar planning, research like a librarian for market research skills, simple tarot for decision making, summits made easy, the best-selling testimonials formula, and past summit recorded talks. Also, tentative retreat access with a free ticket to the bundled mastermind with over 25 hours of guest expert mastermind sessions. Bonus co-working sessions for any overachievers or those who need a little extra support during the off weeks, also known as extra FaceTime and support from me for free. Opportunity to be featured in Sensible Woo marketing materials throughout the year for added exposure and reach to potential clients or like-minded and open-hearted people like you. And the ever popular monthly business ritual boxes shipped right to your door so you can activate your woo and feed your soul on every level. When you're looking at the incubator enrollment page, you'll find an image of the Systems Insanity Habit Journal that gets sent to you from me to you, and a bowl of sage for rituals, as well as a crystal grid with crystals on it. Freedom. You are your best system. Before you roll your eyes at, is this another hollow mastermind filled with calls I don't have time for on my calendar? I want to offer you the question, why is that? If you were able to make more money without having to spread yourself to the bone to do so, would you? This is not me saying to you, We all have the same 24 hours a day as Beyonce. We just have to use it right. If the answer is yes, then it's not a matter of time, but perception. The perception that in order to get what you want is having to sacrifice another part of your life, like time with loved ones, to do so. If you were to look at your calendar right now, can you share off the top of your head the top 5 appointments that bring in 80% of your monthly money? Or does it still feel like a list of fill in where you can activities to squeeze in between calls and client work? With the path you're heading on, does it feel like the vision at the top of the page is achievable or slowly fading further into the distance? This is a life-saving program masquerading as a help you with your systems program. You are saving present and future versions of yourself, a life free from the story that every female identifying entrepreneur carries, which is a part of me deep down feels guilty for being selfish about dedicating time that is ultimately for myself rather than for things like childcare, caregiving, over delivering for clients, or doing things to keep up appearances like attending business groups with low return on investment. Saving hundreds of hours spent wasting away with new planners that somehow end up getting filled in a blink of an eye. Saving the hundreds of dollars spent from not setting clear boundaries and pricing yourself for pennies. Saving the part of your soul that yearns for the confidence that your choices are smart ones that fulfill your desires as well as your bottom line. Because the honest truth is, dedicating energy and time for your future vision is what will get you to where you ultimately want to be, rather than merely satisfying the constraints of today. See how that feels in your body. That's what we do here at Incubator. Get started. Let 2023 be the year your business backend feels like magic with the 100% raving result program. Ready for a deep truth that is the heart of all these statements? How do I know that 6 months from now, this is still the right container for me? What if I want to change? I've tried other programs before, even system stuff. I reject every system. It doesn't work for me. But without more marketing, how will anyone get to know me? And then it doesn't matter what systems I have or don't have. Those thoughts swirling around in your head while deciding if Incubator is right for you and your business. How about this one statement? On the outside, I'll present myself as a very capable person because no one wants to work with an amateur. But on the inside, I've never been consistent enough to build stability for the success I want in my life. First, take a deep breath if your nervous system just spiked being seen so hard. Put a hand on your heart and inhale for a count of 4, and then exhale for a count of 8 while you listen to this. There is nothing wrong with you, or when you feel you haven't been able to hold all the balls in the air as it is, so obviously you need to put something down. Or that because you don't identify as a disciplined person, that systems won't ever work for your non-linear creative brain. Let me share with you stories from Incubator alumni and what they were feeling before joining. I was excited because I thought it would be systems learning from Mary. What actually happened is I fixed myself because I'm the system keeping this together and learned and taught from my incubator class. I figured out some major blocks and leaned into my human design to attack problems in an entirely different way. When I came into the incubator, I felt discombobulated. So many rabbit holes, and I checked out every damn one. I didn't know where to start and ensure that I was being holistic and true to the vision. What happened was I got shit done. And in doing so, opened up deeper pathways that I always sensed were there, but couldn't figure out how to see it in detail. Join the incubator, enroll now. Save your spot for $1,000 today, and then choose your payment preference. You can choose the monthly payment plan. It's $10,000 as a total payment, $1,000 as a deposit today, and then 12 monthly payments of $750. They're billed on the 1st of each month, starting April the 1st and due by the 15th of each month. Or you can pay in full. It's a $10,000 total payment. You pay $1,000 as your deposit today, and then the $9,000 balance is billed on April 1st and due by April 30th. Answers. You're ready to take actions and manifest, but you've got questions. I got it. Let's talk about right person. How big does my business have to be? What if I'm just starting out? Do I need to learn how to code or do special techie things? Ugh, I just don't want to take another course. What am I really signing up for here? Any of these questions rattling around in your brain space while you consider the incubator, you're not alone. They're pretty common thoughts and questions. Here's what I can tell you about successful incubators from past cohorts. They're semi seasoned, which means they've made a bit of consistent money so far. Most of them are breadwinners in their household, or they treat themselves as such. Most of them are solidly making five figures with clear goals and desires for hitting the six-figure revenue milestone. Even when they're making big pivots or releasing new offers, this ain't their first rodeo. So piloting a new offer or selling to make money isn't a foreign activity. There's a common mindset among the incubator groups, and that is a total responsibility for their commitment to business. If you're still figuring out what you want to be when you grow up in your entrepreneurship journey, this program will mostly likely feel really fast paced and frustrating. I don't want that for you. I believe everyone deserves the right program for them, and I will never lie to you about this one. It's not a beginner program, but it is for you if you're feeling the feels, maybe a smidge nervous, but in your gut, you know you're all in. Let's talk about right time. I feel like I barely have time for all the work that's already on my plate, also known as what is the time commitment? I've tried group programs before. I just get lost in a crowd of people and then I stop attending or trying. How do I know that 6 months from now, this is still the right container for me? Can you open up a special cohort when I feel ready later in the year? Don't you just love the human experience and our relationship with time? One of the reasons I hold a super long sales window for the incubator is because I know most people have a human design authority that requires more time to make decisions. So if we haven't approached March 31st yet, I encourage you to take your time. Feel all of your feelings, question them, look at the testimonials on this page. Reach out to me if you need to talk it out and we can chat on Boxer. A lot of times you will yearn to feel seen, heard, and acknowledged, but that also leaves you feeling really vulnerable. And so we think of questions like these. They're ways for us to gracefully decline the discomfort. The funny thing about progress is that it's always on the other side of some discomfort. But what incubator alumni learn is that discomfort can be an interesting place. It's a place full of curiosity and growth and magic. With all that said, I am adamant that I will not sell this program to anyone in fight or flight. So if you find that your nervous system just doesn't want to move forward this year, know that that is okay and you can enroll at the next cycle in 12 months. Let's talk about results. I've spent money on programs like this before and I didn't get my money's worth. I've tried other programs before, even system stuff. I reject every system. It doesn't work for me. Is there a guarantee? What if I need more help than this? I can get productivity help from books. I'm all set. Thanks. So and so has an amazing marketing team, so that's where I should spend my dollars. This won't work better. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. This program has a no refunds policy. So if your nervous system is giving you a lot of resistance and you honestly cannot move past that, I encourage you to take a breather this year and just watch the Sensible Woo space for 12 months. The reason I have a no refunds policy is because once we get started, the vibe of the group becomes very intimate with lots of trust, and it happens fast. It's super disruptive to yourself and everyone around you to hop in and out of a coaching container when trust is being formed for an inclusive and safe space. The incubator alumni who have made the biggest growth committed fully. They showed up regularly, not perfectly, more like the 80-20 principle. And they cheered each other on. They showed up and did the work. I know that the universe will not give you what you cannot handle. So, in order to grow your business, you have to create systems that support an increase in your ability to receive. You can eventually get that through other materials and programs, sure. But people in the Sensible Woo community definitely do this at a faster rate with deeper breakthroughs. And all the rest, payments, payment plans, and how payments work. How long do I have access to the site? When does the enrollment period end? The program costs $10,000 in total for every single member of the incubator. Whether you choose to pay in full or pay monthly, I do not attach what is called a poor tax on monthly payment plans. In the end, everyone receives the same, and I would rather make it easier for monthly payment plan choosers to access this program rather than collect interest on their payments. Everyone pays a $1,000 deposit, which is non refundable, and then you are given the option between pay in full or monthly payments with your first onboarding action item. Whichever you choose, all payments are non refundable. Pay in full is a remaining $9,000 balance due by April 30th, 2023. Monthly payments are 12 payments of $750 each, due by the 15th of each month, starting on April 15th, 2023. Those bills will all be billed to you starting on April 1st, 2023. You get access to the program materials, think templates and resources forever, even if or when I migrate them to new and updated software systems. However, the replays on recorded sessions will be available for 3 months after the program ends. And that is simply because I have learned over the years, most people do not revisit those call replays. So I don't host those videos forever and ever. Enrollment ends on March 31st, 2023, and won't open again until March 1st of 2024. What got me here won't get me there. Let's do this. Join the incubator, enroll now, save your spot for $1,000 today, then choose your payment preference. You can choose a monthly payment plan, which is $10,000 in a total payment. That's $1,000 due today, and then 12 monthly payments of $750 that will be billed first on April the 1st, 2023, and due by the 15th of each month. You can do the pay in full plan, which is a $10,000 total payment. It's $1,000 due today, and then the $9,000 balance is billed on April 1st and due by April 30th. You've got this. If you are on the Sensible Woo 2023 Incubator enrollment page, you can pick a reading for personal clarity. You can pick reading number 1 or reading number 2, and I hope that you enjoy them. If you feel seen and heard and acknowledged after hearing this enrollment page, please do click that button, put down your deposit. Let's get you onboarded. And I will see you inside the incubator. I can't wait to send you your welcome box.